Hi everybody, happy Friday. It's the first Friday of the month. Woohoo! I'm home in Chicago, Illinois. As you can tell, it's beautiful here today. Out there, we had showers earlier and it was kind of stormy, but now it is beautiful and it's actually probably like in the 60s. Usually by this time in Chicago it is so hot. Anyway, just wanted to check in with everybody. So I had a thought today about something. A few weeks ago I talked about feeling stuck, and as I was working out today, actually today I did a staycation. I worked out and got up late and it was awesome. But anyway, I was working out and I was thinking that, you know, sometimes it feels like in my life that I have the parking brake on. You know that feeling when you start to drive and you're pushing the gas and the car just isn't going as fast as usual and you go, oh wait a minute, I have the parking brake on, and then you release it? Or maybe I'm just the only one who does that, but anyway, so there are some times in my life when I have things that are my parking brakes. And I was thinking about that today and thinking about what things in my life right now are my parking brakes. Thinking back like in college, like before I would take a test, I'd stay up late the night before, so then I wouldn't do as well on the test. That was a parking brake for me. Currently, let's say I have a project to do, a presentation, and I know people are going to find this hard to believe, but sometimes when I have a presentation, I kind of self-sabotage and I have a parking brake, and that is that I will get probably 90% of the presentation finished. I'll go through 90% of it, and then the last 10% I'll think, you know what, it'll be fine, or it'll work itself out. And then sometimes during the presentations, it'll go really well. I'll be like, see, that wasn't that bad. But sometimes I won't be as prepared as I need to be. And it's kind of stupid because it's really easy to fix. I just need to do that extra 10%. But sometimes, you know, that's my parking brake. Hi Rex, how are you? Good to see you. So I was wondering, what are your parking brakes in your life? And with those parking brakes, are you ready to release them? Like for me, you know what? Yes, I can do an extra 10% of work to make sure that my presentations are ready to go. I can run through them the night before instead of watching TV. I can do my presentations. I can work on my PowerPoints a little bit more. So, hi Octavia, how are you? Octavio, sorry. Hi. But what are your parking brakes? What do you do that kind of self-sabotages yourself? And are you ready to release those? And hi Robert, how are you? Good to see you. I was thinking of some other things for me. You know, sometimes worrying about things is my parking brake. Instead of just enjoying the moment, I will be worrying about what could happen, or maybe what I didn't do, instead of just being present with people, or maybe actually with people, thinking, do they like me? Am I making a good impression? All that kind of good stuff. Sorry, my arm is getting tired. I worked out today, woohoo! Anyway, hi Carrie Keeler. I haven't talked to you in a while, hope you're well. But, so what is your parking brake? What is it that you do that maybe sabotages some of your success? And are you willing to release that? So, what is your parking brake? What is it that you have in your life that maybe slows you down? Ready to release that apple. Carrie Keeler, so what is that apple? Tell me what it is. I can think of several, I'm sure, but what's your apple? I'm trying to think of what else. It's so funny because sometimes with clients, they're asking me what more they can do, and sometimes it's just simply getting rid of things that are causing us friction in our lives or slowing us down that actually will help our success. So, hey Spencer, good to see you. And Carrie Keeler, I miss your face too. So, doubt. Oh, that's awesome. So doubt is your parking brake. Type more, Carrie. How is doubt your parking brake? I can see that as my parking brake too. The fear of not being good enough, and so I actually can have those thoughts in my head. So when I'm doing things, I'm not doing things as well as I could. I'm not in the moment. What else? What else do people have that are their parking brakes? And are you willing to let that go? I'm thinking of, for myself right now, I'm kind of in a lull with publicizing my book and doing speaking engagements. I feel like I'm not quite sure where I should go next, who I should talk to. But in my email, right now, sitting inside my house, in my email, I have an email from a good friend of mine, Jeff, who has given me these contacts and these ideas about what I could do next. So instead of doing that, I'm out here talking to you about parking brakes. Maybe I should be doing my work. But I like doing this too, so that's okay. So what are your parking brakes? And hey Bill, how are you? We're talking about parking brakes. What are those things in your life that are causing you friction, that are not necessarily completely sabotaging your success, but making it harder? For me, I was just saying how sometimes for presentations that I prepare 90% of it, and then 10% I just don't do. Maybe it's running through it that one last time before the morning when I do it, whatever it may be. So. Thank you, David. Hi. So Carrie Keeler, the fear of things not working out for me, that I can't do specific things or be authentic with people about how I really feel. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm going to phrase it a little differently. So sometimes dishonesty, how can dishonesty with people be a parking brake for us and not being authentic? I had to switch my arm again. I need to remember not to do shoulders the days that I do these Facebook Lives. I love that. That's really cool, Carrie, because there's sometimes when I'm worried about how people are looking at me or how they're judging me, I'm not in the moment, and then I can't be present with them. So I've had that with clients too. Am I doing this right? You know, any kind of doubt. That's great. And the solution for me is to get back in the moment. What I love to do is talk to people and to help people. So I just have to be present with them. So what is it, Carrie, that you can do to be authentic? What helps you be authentic? What do you do to release that brake? What is that? I know for me sometimes with that is just getting honest with people about where I'm at. You know, I can say to people, if it's a safe place and it's appropriate, you know, right now I'm just not present, or right now I'm in my head a lot. I'm so sorry. Let me get back to this conversation, repeat back what you said. And that's kind of how I can get authentic again with people. Gotta let it go, self-love. Amen, Carrie. And, Carrie, I know you're working on that a lot. Yes. And David Edwards, assuming people are being critical when really they're hoping you succeed. That's awesome. And I think, David, you bring up a really good point is another way the parking brake can be on our car is when we make up stories that actually play against us. Interpreting people's actions or words or whatever it may be as being against us. That's really cool. I think one way that we can kind of release that parking brake for ourselves, sorry, again, I had to switch my arm, is to believe the best about people. I could see that. Maybe redefine or reinterpret people's actions, maybe our actions too. And I love that idea of, Carrie just said self-love. I think that the more I'm happy with myself, the less doubt I have about other people. That's so interesting. I just had that aha moment. With doubt, that when I'm actually kind of judging myself, I actually really put that on other people. I'm assuming they're judging me. So the more I can get comfortable with myself, actually the more confident I am in myself. So that parking brake, I guess, that parking brake for me is getting more confident with myself and taking care of myself. Like today, as I told everyone before, I did a staycation, and work has been crazy for me. My full-time job has just been crazy, and I've been kind of stressed. So today I took the day off and worked out, did some meditation. I went to a greasy diner for breakfast. It was awesome. Anyway, well, cool. So anyway, just wanted to have a conversation about how we have in our lives parking brakes, things that sabotage our success, and things that if we just do little things, we can release that parking brake. So for me, doing a little bit more prep for my presentations. And if you can tell, there's a ambulance going by. Here, let me show everybody out. This is kind of where I live. So this is it. Very, very lucky. Woo-hoo. Wow. Anyway, that's my house. That's what I look at every morning. I have a good life. And listen to me, and do you know that another parking break I have is that I'll say, you know what? I don't have that good a life. Look at that person over there. I need to work harder. You know what? And one way to release a parking break with me is to just be in gratitude and to look at all the amazing things I have in my life. Like my friends like Carrie Keeler and all the other friends who popped into this Facebook Live. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go watch TV. I'm done for the night. So good to see you, and have a great weekend.